So here we are in the bottom of the main shaft, the Mangere pump station for the central interceptor. It's just on 4 o'clock in the morning. We've been on site since midnight. We're pouring 370 cubes of concrete tonight. The depth of it, this particular pour is 3.5 metres, and it's between 800 and a metre thick on the wall. The pour's programmed for around 7 hours, but we've got a little bit of time up our sleeve because we're dealing with traffic being Auckland. Really, that's the reason why we pour at night. This is, if you like, the launch site for our TBM. It's the very start of that really long journey that goes all the way through to the city. What we're trying to do here, though, is we're trying to have a stable base, and it's also about durability.
It's been a long year. Definitely when we started, we didn't expect that it would have been this challenging. A lot of things happened, but a lot of achievements as well.
We were full of high hopes actually for 2021. We had a great start to the year.
I would now like to give the order to start up Hiwa I Te Rangi.
We launched the TBM, we had a massive open day where the people of Auckland came out and saw what we were doing. It was really great. And then I think it was a fateful Tuesday. I was actually out here and there was a buzz going around site that we're going into lockdown tonight. We were one of 2 projects that was given an exemption to carry on working during level 4 because of the consequences of us if we'd stopped. But what I think our project showed is the willingness of people to adapt to the new way of working. And that's because of the controls. We're fully vaccinated, the testing program. We've showed it is possible to work safely in a COVID world.
I would like to thank everyone for the hard work, the long hours, the commitment you have made. Reflecting to that made us to be more a family more than ever, because we still have some positives, a lot of learnings, and particularly a first breakthrough for the MTBM.
If you want to round out the year, no better way of rounding out the year than with a breakthrough at Dominica. So proud of them all.
I just want to give my heartfelt thanks to the teams, both Watercare, Jacob's team and the Gallardi team, just for the hard work they've done and the commitment they've made to this project. And it's the people of Auckland who will benefit over the future years.
Message for the end of this year is fantastic achievement, take a break, they all need it, we all need it, ready to start again in 22 and really drive from there.
It is like a giant jigsaw puzzle. The last of the gantries, number 18, has just been put into the shaft. So now we can finish the install, the commissioning and the site acceptance testing and send it on its way. Each of the gantries serves a purpose, so you've got from electrical supply, conveyance for disposal, segment feeders, segment erectors. The gantries are also fitted with amenities for the crew down there, ablution blocks, but also lunch room facilities and a refuge for use in the case of emergencies. So shortly we will be restarting tunnelling for another 150 metres where we'll do our last stop. And the purpose of this stop is to relocate all the tunnelling equipment from the main shaft into the inlet shaft. From there on we'll send the TBM on its way all the way to May Road.
Completing the assembling of the TBM is a good way to finish this very weird year, and it was our target to arrive at the end of the year with the machine fully assembled, and we made it. We made it. Full steam from now on. Yeah.
One of 3 elements that we're allowed to carry because the risk is that we run out of segments. So everything on this project is big. I guess it just comes with the territory of the scale of this project. It's definitely got harder logistically to get the equipment here, but the JV's done a fantastic job in organising it.
So there's quite a few of these cascade drop shafts being installed as part of the project. The idea here is that we're dropping flow from a near surface network of sewers down these cascade shelves to the deep tunnel. And the purpose of these shelves is to break the energy as it drops from one shelf to another. And that's one of the advantages of a cascade drop, that it can actually manage different flows over different periods of time. The idea of putting shelves inside a shaft to break up the energy prevents the shelves from being destroyed, and it also prevents the bottom of the shaft from being destroyed by the kinetic energy if we didn't have anything to break up the flow.
Port of Auckland's really busy at the moment, and we are kind of bound to their timetable. You really have 2 options: do it in the middle of the night or very early morning, or sneak it in kind of middle of the day when you're outside of the peak hours, and it's a lot easier. The contractors use a specialist logistics company, and it's all part of the process. So it's a bit of a shift in direction for the central Interceptor. A lot of our focus has been on the shafts and the tunnelling, but this represents the first of our permanent structures, so a kind of an exciting new aspect we're about to kick off.
Oh, it's a great way to start 2022. The arrival of the first of the cascade shafts is really taking the project to a whole new level, which is, fundamentally what this project is about, is how we're going to collect the wastewater, put it into the main tunnel and take it down to Mangere, and ultimately result in a cleaner Auckland.
on the project for about 8 months now, so it's an eye-opener for me, like being on my first project like this. It's awesome to be a part of something this big in New Zealand. Well, there's obviously concrete coming through the line and you can't exactly hold it like you would like a garden hose, or you got to put your weight behind it. And it has a lot of kick, so like being able to hold the nozzle is pretty intense. If you've seen any of our sprays, we're fully kitted up, and there's a lot of PPE involved. I like to do my job pretty well, I pride myself on that, and yeah, I think it kind of shows in the shaft. Like, yeah, shotcrete is #1A for me.
So the drive we've just completed today is the first micro tunnel drive where we pushed our tunnel boring machine and our pipes from May Road about 970 metres to the shaft behind me. It's probably one of the more difficult drives on the entire link sewer project. It is certainly the deepest. At some points we're over 70 metres below ground, so a lot of logistical challenges. And then we threw in COVID on top of that.
I started to work on the CI 4 years ago, and feeling a bit emotional at the moment because it's been a lot of hard work to get to a year.
Very exciting. We have completed tunneling of Drive 1. It was a big learning curve for the crew as well. A lot of people doing this job for the first time, but it's a monumental effort of the team to finish the drive just before the Christmas.
Yeah, glad to see the end of it. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of good people on this. It's nice to get a bit of a good outcome. You are going to get a little bit of respite from some of the graft for a little while, and you can pat yourself on the back for a few hours and get back into it.
So yeah, a huge thank you to the Gala Abergaudi team that have delivered this drive. On tunnelling projects, these are our big milestones, and it couldn't have come at a better time of year. And if this is a sign of things to come, then yeah, we've got absolute confidence for success in the coming years and the work that we've got ahead of us.
Just a hot air gun. It's very much do for tacking and do a little bit of welding. But this one over here, I'm doing tacking for this material. So they melt them together. Then we can stick them together before we actually do the extrusion weld.